This is GF LaserBolt from GamerFusion.com, and today I'm going to show you guys how to complete the challenge for Golgoroth. Now I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys you're definitely going to want to have a team and a lot of patience when it goes to completing this challenge. This challenge is a little bit more difficult than the War Priest because it requires a lot of coordination and a lot of communication and a lot of teamwork. So make sure if you guys are doing it with a group that you don't normally do it with, make sure you guys have mics and make sure you guys have patience because it's going to take a couple of tries and a couple of deaths to actually get this completed. You're going to want to go ahead and assign everybody a time to get his gaze individually. So basically the challenge is very easy to do once you get it down. So basically all you have to do is 6 people have to get his gauge at a different time. So let's say player 1 gets his gaze, player 2 gets his gaze, player 3 gets his gaze, player 4 gets his gaze, player 5 gets his gaze, player 6 gets his gaze. So pretty much 6 orbs, 6 gazes. That's pretty much as easy as you want to do it. Pretty easy to do. You could go ahead and kill him on 2 runs. Now further along this video, you're going to notice one of the questions you guys are probably be asking, can you die? Well, I'm going to ask you guys to hang on there, watch the rest of the video, and find out if deaths are possible when you're actually completing this challenge. Like I said, this challenge is very, very easy to do once you guys get it down. What you're going to want to do is assign 3 people to the left, 3 people to the right. Like always, make sure the 3 people on the left clear their side ads. Make sure the 3 people on the right clear their side ads. So for this time around, the way we did it is Cat is player number 1, and he will be focusing on getting his gaze. I am player number 2. I will be focusing on getting his gaze after Cat gets his gaze. One thing is very, very crucial and very detrimental for you guys to actually have down is actually knowing when to call out the timer. So make sure you guys are constantly keeping an eye on the bottom timer when it starts counting down. Start counting down. I would say some people actually wait 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I would actually do it since 10, giving the player enough time to go from the bottom of the pool and work his way down to the bottom. Another thing I would also recommend is assign only one person to be on thrall duty. For example, in this kind, and for my team, I'm assigned to thrall duty. In the meantime I get down there, there's someone else assigned to thrall duty. So the first, like for example, onshore was assigned to thrall duty. In the meantime I got there. Once I get down there, Cat takes over, and then when I hop down, I pretty much just work on getting thralls. That's my main job down there. Everybody works on DPS. So make sure you guys have that down. Like I said, very important to have the timer down and know when the timer goes. So pretty much what's going to happen is once you do the 6 orbs with each individual gazer, you are then going to have to jump back out and do it all over again. Remember, make sure that you have a different gazer every single time you do it. If you don't, you won't be able to complete the challenge. Now you're probably wondering, Laser, what type of gear do you get? What type of stuff do you get when you actually complete this challenge? Again, guys, we are getting 320 loot. I, for example, got a 320 piece and also got a nice looking emblem and a cool looking artifact that I can infuse as well. So make sure you guys stick around to see exactly what the loot looks like, and also the 320 loot. So once again, guys, you're going to want to go ahead and focus as much as you can and try to DPS him as much as possible. Also remember that the timer, the bomb timer, that's what I like to call it, when you guys get the kind of get that green thing and you're about to explode, is also relevant. So make sure you guys are constantly keeping an eye on that when you're shooting. So this is the second run, as you guys see right there. Once again, divide yourself in a group of 3, and as you see right there, we were kind of nervous. We were like, man, we lost a player. Sasuke went down, and we were like, dang it, man, we don't know if we're actually going to be able to do this with 5 menning it. Not only that, but also I don't know if the challenge is going to count when you actually, when someone actually dies. So here it is, guys. We went ahead, we're like, all right, everybody focus. Make sure if someone goes down, you let the person know to take their spot, because this is where things can get a little bit tricky. And if you don't have a solid team, you pretty much could lose the whole game on this one, because you're not going to be communicating as well. So make sure if someone dies, you tell the other person that is pretty much getting the gaze, that's jumping down there, to replace the person that went down. That way you have a simple rotation. And also make sure, instead, if someone goes down, you're not going to be able to kill him in 6 orbs. You're only going to be able to kill him in 5 orbs. So make sure you guys are on point with your shots and with your ammo. If you're asking me what type of light level I would recommend you guys going into this, I would highly recommend try to have everybody at least 315 or higher. If you have other higher levels like 318, you maybe have 318s and you know, 2 315s, and you probably could bring in a 312. But I would highly recommend you guys to be as high light level as possible. And big kudos to Bungie for actually making this one a little bit more difficult than the War Priest, and giving us a nice little challenge. It was challenging at the beginning. First, I think the hardest part of this challenge in particular is actually getting everybody who's going to get the gaze, and actually finding the right position for everybody. I would also recommend you guys to have enough tethers and enough bubbles. The reason why I would recommend the bubbles and the tethers as well is because it's going to give you that extra DPS when you're shooting him, and you know, you're going to want to go ahead and make sure you guys have that down on where you guys are going to be placing your bubbles and where you guys are going to be using your tethers. So here we go, we got the Taken, and we were like, alright man, we got to the Taken, now let's go ahead and finish this and kill Golgoroth. Now when it's the Taken round, my main objective when it's the Taken round is I do DPS and I also do Taken. So it's a little bit challenging, it takes a little bit getting used to, because you have to focus on not only killing the ads, but you also have to get as many shots in as possible on Golgoroth, just to make sure you guys are doing good DPS. What I do is I'll try to waste a clip of my sniper, go back to Thrall Duty, waste another clip on my sniper, go back to Thrall Duty. I went ahead and placed that bubble just to avoid the actual, you know, Thrall coming, the Taken coming in through there, because my bubble has the, you know, with the soaring and stuff. So that was really effective, and then I went back to, you know, Thrall Duty. Then this one, I went ahead, picked up Weapons of Light, and on this last orb, I just went ahead and we focused on his belly, and we were able to get this completed, guys. Once again, like I said, this challenge is very easy to do once you get it down, but make sure you guys have patience and you have constant teamwork, because that is going to be very, very key to actually completing this challenge. So if you're wondering if you could get that, yes you can. Just make sure you have everybody rotating on when you're getting his gaze. And here you guys go, you're going to be able to see the loot that I got. The chest will spawn and you will see all the awesome loot that drops. Now remember, to clear out your emblem, if you want to get your emblem right off the bat, or else it will go ahead and show up at your postmaster. So I got some I think 315 gauntlets, 320 chest piece, and I got the 320 artifact down below. And I also went ahead and got the emblem, but you guys see my emblem is pretty much packed. So I'll go ahead and show you what everybody's emblem looks like. So big shout out to everybody that took part in this run. Big shout out to, yes, Death, I won't forget you this time, to Categorizes, Cream Soda, Death Master, Sasuke, and Onshore Goliath for doing this challenge. Let me know in the comment section down below if you think this is way better than the War Priest. Is this a lot more challenging, or is it not? Let me know if you guys think it's too difficult or if it's not, and what do you guys think of the rewards. Don't forget, guys, for all things Destiny, head over to GamerFusion.com, where we empower your gaming.